Now, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down, Payne. To Michel on the dump-off. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
To throw on third down, Payne. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw on second down. Payne. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Payne. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Payne. And this is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Throwing again. Payne. And that's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Operating from the gun. Payne. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Deep, deep. Go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Finding some room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Patriots have it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
On the handoff, it's Michel. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Payne. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Payne. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking to throw on second down. Payne going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Back to throw. Payne. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about it?
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, Payne. Man open underneath. It's Gronkowski. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. They're going forward with the option right. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Tannehill on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So on 4th down, on comes the Chargers kicker, Caleb Sturgis. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Payne looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Hey, 20.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Deep.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Patriots have it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down. Payne. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from the 3 and out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Hey, 20.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, Tannehill. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Braxton Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. A final shot before break. Payne buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Let's go. 30. Hey, 20.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Detroit!
To throw on second down, Payne. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Payne. Past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Twisting away, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
All right, here we go.
Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Space to maneuver at the 40. Miller on the catch over the middle. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Tannehill now to throw. Completes it to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Two big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Got 20! Zebra.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right?
It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. To throw is Tannehill. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Derek Rivers in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Back now in Foxborough. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Tannehill. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. 30, the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Following the penalty, Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's Tannehill. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
30.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Back to throw. Payne. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Payne. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Off the play fake. Payne sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To Michel on the dump off. Still shedding tackles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And it's Michel once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Austin Eckler on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Finding room at the 30. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete as well. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
30! Deep. Tag. Deep.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Deep.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the